Hey guys, Tanya here. I wanted to do a really quick video share today on kind of what's been going on with me. See, I've kind of taken a step back in the last couple of weeks, I guess really since the month of April started. And if I'm honest, I probably should have done it a little sooner. See, I have been feeling super out of alignment lately. And I had this beautiful conversation with a girlfriend of mine in the guiding industry the other day, and she really reminded me of the power of showing up authentically and doing it via video versus sharing in more of a written form. And so I wanted to get on and do this as a quick video because what I'm experiencing and this kind of feeling like I'm not in alignment and this disconnection, the more people I've talked to, the more people I'm finding are also kind of feeling this way. It's almost like, depending on where you are in the world, we're coming out of this winter actually, and for some of us just mentally and emotionally, and we're headed into the spring. So we're at this stage where we're starting to plant for the future, yet if we're not feeling connected to ourselves and truly in integrity with who we are and what we stand for, that feeling of disconnect can truly come forward. And I know as someone who is in the coaching field, showing up every single day, some days can be a challenge. It's not that I don't want to show up. It's that I want to do so with my most authentic, soul-led heart version of me first. And I had fallen into this trap of feeling like I needed to show up regardless of how I felt. And I found myself not truly sharing my message and my power and my strength, and ultimately using my gift of my voice to share with others in the same way that I can with my clients, because I wasn't feeling connected to showing up in those moments. And I ended up taking a good couple of weeks, still going to take some more because I'm not quite fully out of this feeling like I just need to reground into myself and reconnect back to who it is that I truly am so that I can find my true power and my true alignment again. It's just been this beautiful break. And I did a small post the other day talking about being intentional with your time and how these couple weeks so far that I've taken, and however long I feel that I need to continue in this cycle, is okay. It's okay to go within, and it's okay to ask ourselves the questions that we need to ask. Why does this not feel in alignment right now? Where am I feeling a disconnect? How do I truly want to show up? And trusting that it's okay in those moments where you've just had a shit day of being like, you know what I need right now is a walk, or I need to actually sit down on the couch and watch my show because I don't do it that often, or I'm gonna have a bubble bath, or I'm gonna call a friend, or I'm gonna do whatever it is in that moment that feels right, versus feeling like we almost need to put on this front or this show to show up in a way that doesn't feel connected. And this doesn't necessarily have to be in like a social media type presence where comparisonitis literally runs rampant. It can be anywhere. How many times have we woken up for the day and we have this long to-do list, and the first feeling that takes over is we're like, oh my God, not again. And looking at that list, really, how much of it truly needs to get done, and how much do we force ourselves, or we let our ego get in the way saying, no, this has to happen. When in all reality, it's just a distraction. Because if we don't do those things, we might have to go within. We might have to do a self-check, and we might have to ask those hard questions of, why do I feel that this is important in this moment? Is it actually progressing me towards where I want to be? And allowing ourselves the grace, and most importantly, the permission to truly, truly hear what comes out of those questions. It's something that I have been seeing a lot of, and I know for myself, like I said, I've been feeling this out of alignment thing where I'm going through these motions and I'm doing these things, and taking this step back so far in my intentional break has really allowed me to take a look at my to-do list, which I'm going to rename something completely different because those words are just so heavy. I don't get to do, I get to create. And there is a massive difference in that. However, really looking at that and determining what is it that feels comfortable and right and makes me excited and brings out these emotions of passion and joy and bliss, so that I know that's really what my soul, what my beacon is telling me, that's where I need to head, and stop wasting my time on the things that are distractions. And I guess a part of this is I really just was looking at my world as a whole the other day, and how I really love being able to guide people to transformation and changing things. And yet I was feeling this stagnant and stuck energy within my own life. And this whole, well, if I guide others to transformation, yet I'm stuck, what does that say? And in truth, my friends, it says nothing except for the fact that I'm human. And I'm going through it just the same as you all go through it. We're just at all different levels. And there are going to be times where we feel out of alignment or stuck or out of balance. And those moments are mere opportunities to reflect within and ask ourselves, why? Why is this block coming up? What is this in front of me? Maybe it's doing the most courageous thing we can in the moment and asking for help. I mean, honestly, that's where this video came from. I asked a friend for help. Maybe it's trusting our intuition. Maybe it's grabbing that journal and really just asking ourselves those questions. Whatever it is, I guess the whole point of this and the reason I wanted to share this is just that commonality of being out of alignment doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It's an opportunity to really seek your answers and your truth. And when we can truly tap back into that, that's when we can lead with our hearts and our soul and our most authentic version, and ultimately get to that fuck yes lifestyle where we make decisions based off, is it truly right for me? Cool, yes, fuck yes, let's do it. Is it not? Then okay, cool, that's a no. And that's a hard no. And I'm going to commit to that and stick to that. And I guess really that's why I wanted to put this video together, to share my experiences and really what's been going on. And like I said, I'm not over my intentional break. I'm not going to jump back in full force and truly just start talking as much as I was. I'm going to give myself that break, but I really wanted to share this with the world, share it with all of you, because all too often, like I said, we feel like we hit these things and then we feel like we're alone in it. Nobody's going to get that. I need more balance, so I'm going to look for balance in ways that may not be what I actually need. And we forget to truly tap into ourselves and really lean into, what is the version of me who has all the answers got to say? Because we have all the answers within us. It's all already in here. You know more than you can even fathom that you know in this moment. And that is a beautiful gift, and ultimately kind of one of the reasons I became a guide in the first place, because I absolutely love watching people pull that out and seeing the magic that unfolds when it happens. And I feel like I'm at this point where this kind of intentional break, because I was feeling disconnected, that's what I'm doing for myself, and I'm creating my own personal transformation. And I wanted to share it because if it's possible for one, it's possible for all. And we see this every single day in everything that we do. If somebody else can do it, you know what, my friends, so can you. And there's this beautiful power in that belief and truly leaning into that. It's actually a universal law, the law of oneness. What happens to one happens to every. And it is this beautiful concept that really allows us to reconnect ourselves back to who it is that matters, and allows us to truly show up in this most authentic way that's for us. So I wanted to share that today. I wanted to get it on video. I wanted my energy to just share with you all. And I wanted to remind you, if you're feeling that disconnect, that out of alignment, that whatever it may be, you're not alone. And you are so, so supported universally. All the people around you, I'm here for you. And really just allow yourself to embrace that, to know that in this moment, and to take the next steps, whatever they may be for you. And know that if you do need that additional support and that additional help, I am always a message away. And that's what I wanted to get out there today. So instead of rambling for another 10 minutes, because let's be honest, I could, I'm going to end this video and just remind you how special you are. So, okay, that is it. Have a beautiful day, and I'm sure I will be back probably in video format sooner rather than later.